Thomas!
What?
Come on, I've made dinner. Get Linda from outside.
Will do.
All right, Dan.
Hello, you. Nice sunbae.
No, I've just burnt.
Oh, you won't hear the end of it from Tom.
Oh, I know. I've been mentally preparing for the past 5 minutes.
I'm not surprised.
Christ almighty, why are you so red?
Oh, shut up. Maybe because I've been outside in 28-degree heat, my love.
Well, that clearly paid off, didn't it?
Oh, I was trying to tan.
Oh, I thought you were trying to cook yourself to death.
Shut up.
Well, don't worry. I still love you. Just a little less.
Oh, ever the gentleman.
Who's the gentleman?
Your brother.
Hey, it wasn't my choice. You had the choice to date him.
Well, I have no answer for that.
Wow.
Sorry, lovely.
I can't believe you sometimes.
With your little domestic over. Will you sit down now for dinner?
Yeah.
So, how's uni going and all that?
Yeah, good. We're just looking for jobs before we leave now.
Yeah.
You're thinking of going more international, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. I've had an offer too, so it's seriously tempting, but you were thinking more local, weren't you, Tom?
Just a bit closer to home. But don't let me stop you.
Will you two still be a thing if one of you goes abroad?
We've thought about
maybe
giving... Sorry, you go on.
We were thinking of crossing that bridge if we came to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
How about you? Have you found anyone special
not yet. Hope too soon. I think I know what I'm looking for now. I've had a whole year to settle in my own place. and even get a job and all.
Oh, good. That's nice. What are you looking for? Like a long-term partner?
Aren't we all?
You'll be lucky. You're boring.
Thomas!
Supportive as always. Thank you.
You've landed well on your feet, though, with this place, haven't you? Pays well, does it? Computers?
Computer programming, Tom. Better than you think. Especially when you're as talented as I am.
Hilarious.
But I think they just, in all honesty, pay you a bit extra because of how monotonous it can be.
See? Boring.
Just because it's got nothing to do with policing.
Well, exactly.
Well, anyway, I think you've done it really well and you're nearly set up for life.
Yeah. Honestly, you've done great. Mum would be proud.
Oh.
You know what? You should come round with him more often and mix them all soppy.
Thanks.
Oh, ha.
But thanks. That means a lot. Just need a family of my own now.
Well, good luck finding a woman stupid enough.
Oh, and he's back!
Well, I'll try.
I'll drink to that.
To trying.
To trying.
It has been confirmed the individual was found.
I'm sorry, Thomas. If we'd caught it sooner.
Daniel has gone missing from the local.
I'm going to take that job
Police
abroad.
have said there are no hopeful
I'm
information.
sorry to hear about your brother, Thomas. If you need any support, at best would say 8 months.
What happened to him?
Evening, Thomas. What'll it be? Usual Irish?
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So how are things going? How's life treating you?
Yeah. Fine.
Good. Good. And, how's the chemo going, mate?
Preventing the inevitable as always.
Well, at least that's something.
Sure.
I've seen those before.
Anything new come up yet? About your brother, I mean.
No.
How far have you got with your investigation?
Not as far as I need to.
I see. Anything I could do
No.
Has anybody seen
Thank you.
the new Mandalorian?
Well, always willing to lend a hand, you know that.
Thanks.
I never really met him, you know.
Yeah.
Shame, I'm sure he was a great lad.
The best.
You shouldn't have started on it. You don't talk to me like
Ah,
bloody
Go sort this lot out. I'll catch you later, okay?
I will slap you silly. I will.
Sure.
Why are you even starting on this?
Right, you two. Yeah, right, I heard you. Right, keep it down. Look at me whilst I'm talking to you. You better get out my box. Don't start running away from me. I will carry you out here and knock both of your blocks off, alright?
Didn't think you'd wait this long.
Been off duty since 5, and since you gave me a key, I thought I'd make use of it. Hope you don't just hand out keys to any old stranger, Tom.
No. You're a police officer anyway. Besides, I could use the extra security.
I think the whole block could. Have you heard? Door-to-door muggings going round, sending our department berserk. Haven't caught anyone yet.
Good luck.
How's the cancer?
Fine.
I've managed to get it.
Good.
It was hard, Tom. Very hard, and I won't be able to do this for you every time you ask. It's still downloading to an SD for you. It will be with you in a couple of days.
Thank you, Joe.
When did all this start?
Since Daniel disappeared. Your department was incompetent and couldn't find him, so I took it upon myself. Just before I was diagnosed, I found out it was suicide. I found him in a lay-by, miles out from the city. I don't know why, but I'll find out before I die.
Any help from your family? Parents?
You know my parents are dead.
Your dad isn't.
Why are you asking me that? He might as well be.
It's just protocol. I have to ask these questions.
Is it protocol for me to ask you to steal private documents?
Not helpful? Any friends?
I mean, I would have counted you one until a few seconds ago.
Can you answer properly, please? How long have you been doing this investigation?
A year.
And you've only got...
8 months, 12 days, and counting.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Everyone is.
Is that how long the cancer's giving you, or is that how long you're giving yourself, Tom?
How philosophical of you.
Well, I don't want to be dragging you out of a lay-by. Have a good evening, Tom. I'll be back with the SD tomorrow. Don't do anything stupid in that time. Night.
Yep.
I wanted to tell you about Tom and I. I don't think I could have wished for a better brother. Our childhood wasn't amazing. Mum died of a brain tumour when I was 12. Tom was 10, and after that things just kind of fell apart. Dad paid us no attention from them. Don't think he really wanted kids, but he did it for her, for Mum. He wasn't very present after that. I mean, he never been particularly present physically. Always off working, but emotionally now. Something had changed. Something snapped in him, I reckon. He loved her, see? His world revolved around her. So me and Tom, we were very much left to our own devices around the house. We grew up very quickly from that point. He overtook me though. He always seemed like the older one. I remember this one time. I was in year 10. There was this kid, Ryan, a complete twat. The class bully, you know. And one day he decided, I'm going to beat the shit out of this kid. Me. Apparently I was a fag, and a queer, and all sorts of other colourful insults, so clearly I deserved it. Clearly I had it coming to me. I've never been strong or aggressive at all, so it all just, well, it kind of happened. I took it. But When I got home and Tom saw my black eye, bruised arms, he told me to point out who did it. He told me he was going to tell a teacher. Bear in mind this was a 12-year-old boy saying this, so I fully bought it. But the next day, he'd gone up to Ryan and punched him square in the face. Ryan didn't come near me after that. None of those boys did. But that's Tom. That's my brother. He'll always do what he thinks is right.
Bloody hell. You're here early.
Yes.
You want a drink?
Irish.
Sure.
I'm meeting someone this morning, Chris.
Look at you, social butterfly. Anyone significant?
Just an old friend, Linda. We'd met
A
at,
lady? How exciting. Planning on anything?
she's just a friend. I've known her since university. We used to be together when we were young. Shut up. It didn't work out, so she moved abroad. But she got back in contact after Daniel died. She asked to meet, so life's too short anyway. Or at least mine is.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Good luck, mate.
Sure.
A powerful earthquake has struck off Turkey's coast and north of Greek island of Samos, destroying a number of houses.
So, yes.
Anyway,
How are things? Oh, so sorry. Sorry first.
It's okay. How's France?
I moved back into Mum's house last month.
How is she?
Dead.
Oh. I'm sorry. That's not great.
Neither's losing your brother.
Or having cancer. I'm sorry, I've not held a conversation in so long.
I can tell. You sound like I did when I first started speaking French.
Oh, so completely awful.
Oh shit.
I'm surprised Interpol took you back on with that French. Are you still there?
Oh, I quit 6 months ago to come home and look after Mum. I was going to go back after she died, but I don't know. I wanted something new, and besides, I'm sure they can find stolen art without me.
I still maintain you should have joined the private agency with me.
Only because you can get a job at Interpol.
Well, actually no. Because I wanted to help people in the local community.
Oh, so you help them by charging them private rates?
No, I helped by not sending them to the police, who were fucking wankers.
How have things been going at the hospital?
Ooh, sharp segue there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's alright. About 8 months left.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Don't be. That's all people ever seem to be.
Oh no, I'm sorry you forgot to wait 8 months.
You haven't changed.
You know me. You've changed quite a bit though.
Yeah. Cancer and suicide will do that to you.
So, about Daniel.
Hmm?
What was it in the end?
Suicide. Oh. I pulled him from the lay-by myself.
Oh, God, Thomas. Do you know why?
No. And that's why I need those 8 months.
To find out.
exactly.
What have you got so far?
Not much. I have his bank statements and a few other bits.
Why are the statements important?
Well, at a glance, not very. But that's what's odd. From the 2nd of February, about £30 to £40 a day was coming out of his account.
Uh-huh.
But the real odd thing is, from the 16th of June, the amount's being withdrawn double, sometimes triple, and it's constant, every day, until there's nothing left.
Interesting. Are you close to any reason why?
Maybe.
Oh, that's good. What is it?
A associate of mine will be dropping off an SD card soon to my house. Hopefully it'll be my biggest lead so far.
Oh, that's fantastic. Please let me know what you discover. I miss Daniel. You're alright, pal. You two always do my head in. You'll find out what happened. I'm sure of it.
I really hope so. Ever heard of knocking?
If you give me a key, I'm going to use it.
Any luck with the muggers yet?
No. They've gone through 4 houses now. Utter chaos. Strange thing is, they never actually take anything of huge value. People's jewellery or money is always left. Odd.
It sounds like some ulterior motive, or they can't help themselves but don't actually want to steal anything. Check your database for known offenders with compulsive problems. Might narrow it down.
That is certainly a possibility. I will.
Good. Have you got it?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. Do you want me to stay and run you through it?
Yeah, please.
Right. So, as you know, you've got the CCTV footage from the camera above the bus stop. From the 2nd of February, every night he meets with that man there. You see him?
Yes. Every time from the bus stop.
Yeah. Comes off the number 6.
9 p.m. every time.
Every time.
So, who is this man?
Well, if he's only a friend, then they have a very tight meeting schedule. And their friendship will abruptly end on the 16th of June.
The last file on the SD card I noticed.
Precisely. Also, if you click on the 7th of March, and zoom on to 9:07, you can see them holding hands in that frame there.
Well, that's interesting.
Some close friendship.
More likely boyfriend.
Yes, I know, Tom.
I didn't know that about him.
Any previous boyfriends?
Not that I knew of.
Okay.
There is something else very interesting about this.
Oh?
Because...
Jesus Christ, what's in there?
Information. I'm not done looking through all of it yet. Importantly, though, bank statements. Money starts coming out of Daniel's account at the start of their supposed relationship and starts increasing at the end of it, and then even more after that.
Ah, I see.
I think I'm close, Joe.
I think you are.
And I couldn't be if it wasn't for you.
Oh, thank you.
I just need a little bit more.
Oh, you're kidding me.
It's not that much. Just a bit more, like, CCTV footage different...
I can't do that again.
You've got this much. It couldn't be too difficult to get a bit more.
Do you know how bloody hard it was to get the footage you have?
You're very good at what you do, and I just want, say, 2 months after the 16th of June.
Tom, it's so difficult. I need to keep my job.
Please. I'm so close.
Fine. But I can't do any more than that.
Thank you.
Right. I better go and get that then.
Thank you. And I mean that.
I do hope this morning drinking isn't becoming a habit.
Irish. If you don't mind.
Right. So, how was seeing your lady yesterday?
She isn't my lady. But it was good.
Oh, so there's nothing going on between you two then?
No.
Ah, well, that explains why you smiled when I mentioned her then.
What?
So the cold-hearted Tom does have feelings after all, or at least for someone.
Can you shut up? I don't have time for that kind of stuff. Literally.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I am.
I'm going for a walk.
Right. I'll see you later.
Thomas?
No. Hello.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
You sure? Come on. I know when something is wrong. What's up?
Nothing. I just feel bad.
Is it something to do with...
It's nothing to do with Daniel.
Oh, okay. Well, has the cancer got worse?
No.
Well, at least that's good.
Suppose so.
What's happened then?
Well, I had a go at Chris.
Chris? Barman Chris?
Yeah, that's the one. Owns the Silence King pub down the road. You know it?
Yeah, I do. Chris is lovely. What did he do to make you snap? He couldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, well, I basically lost it at him. Snapped a bit, and I just feel bad.
What did you say?
Oh, just some stuff about my life ending soon, amongst other things.
Oh, so your usual monologue then?
It wasn't a monologue, thank you.
Oh, not this time.
Exactly.
But really, you shouldn't snap at people, especially ones that mean you no harm.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, you should at least say sorry.
Why?
Well, like I said, you shouldn't do that to people, and you know Chris, he's only trying to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be stubborn. Plus, I'll come with you next time you go, and that will create an incentive.
I'll warn you, I drink at very unsociable hours.
Oh, I gathered by the fact that you were there this morning to snap at him in the first place.
Well, if you can stomach a drink before 11 o'clock, then be my guest.
I'm sure I can handle it. Go on, go talk to him.
Yeah, alright. Thank you, by the way.
What for?
Well, being reasonable. Not really my department. Not at the moment.
Unfortunately not. I'm just glad you bumped into me in the first place. It would have ruined your day if you didn't get my infinite wisdom.
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh, I will.
Christ. You can be a handful.
On that wonderful note, I'll be off. It was nice seeing you again, and maybe next time you won't be miserable.
Good luck with that.
Such a fucking pessimist. I'll see you around. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Le 10 mai, un vol nocturne de 5 peintures de la collection du Musée d'Art de Paris a été reporté. Plusieurs tableaux, y compris un Picasso, ont été retrouvés à la poubelle. La détective britannique Linda Smith aurait participé à la recherche de ces tableaux et a pu les retrouver grâce à son équipe.
Oh, Tom, look, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry about...
I just wanted to say I'm really sorry for this morning.
You're... sorry?
fucking political crisis.
Oh.
So cool.
Why?
For having a go at you.
Yeah.
I know you didn't mean anything by it, and
Oh no,
I just
no, it's okay. I
wanted to-
shouldn't have brought up your friend and all.
Anyway, to tell you the truth, it's looking like we might be more than that. So you weren't wrong.
Well, drink to that, eh?
Oh yeah, of course. Wait,
Tom,
Yeah,
any more on Daniel?
Was it Confederate flags?
yeah.
They
I've
hung something.
got some things I have to look over tonight.
Ah, I hope it's useful.
So do I.
I was ready.
Be careful getting home though. I had a police officer in earlier advising people to get home before 7 because of these burglars or something.
It's just so great.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Disgusting.
I would have got them by now if they only asked.
Was that so? Well, anyway, be careful. Apparently they were only seen a couple of streets away last.
I've got a really good
You on either Waterbrick or Maple Street?
Yeah, Waterbury.
Be careful then, mate.
No, definitely. Sorry, I'll go.
You in here, Joe? No.
Evening.
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, as you may have heard, there's been some door-to-door muggings recently.
And we're here to make sure you don't miss out.
Shit.
Shit indeed.
So what happens now? How do you conduct your business?
We take anything we want from you. It's really quite simple.
Right. And if I resist?
You get fucking killed?
Does the threat of death normally work?
Well, yeah.
What are you on about?
I mean, I haven't got long left anyway. Cancer. So if you just kill me here and now, you'll be saving me months of deterioration and pain, won't you?
Do what?
I'll make you wish you were dead. How does that work for you?
You better come in then.
Hold him.
On it.
Oh. Well, this place is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Was a detective.
What?
Gave it up. On paper.
Any good?
Very.
Police are fucking useless.
They are.
Haven't caught us for years.
I promise I'm better than them. And you've made the mistake of coming to my house.
It's not a mistake.
So why are you doing this again?
Look, not everyone's had a perfect, privileged life like you.
Because cancer and a dead family is a privilege, isn't it?
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
If you don't shut up, I'll knock your teeth out.
Right. I apologise.
There's fuck all in here.
Unlucky, eh?
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Right. Well, what should we do?
Why don't we just... we
Get
could
out of my
try.
house.
Maybe we should knock you out.
Tempting.
Go on.
Hang on, what's that?
What?
Under the sofa.
That's not of any value to you.
That's for us to decide?
No, look, it's a suitcase. Get it open.
Stop!
It's just fucking papers.
There's nothing of any value. Please just leave it.
Oh, somebody's a bit touchy about his paper.
No, you don't understand. It's for my investigation.
Tell you
It's-
what, we'll leave now. But first, I'm gonna burn all this for being such a little smart-ass with us.
No!
Why'd you do
I
that?
don't know, he went for you and I didn't know what to do.
Little
Oh my
bastard.
god, he's having a fit of some sort. Fuck.
Shut up, let's
We
go!
can't leave. We have
Come
to
on.
call an ambulance or something.
Fucking move!
Come on, Tom.
Can you hear me?
Wake up soon.
Can I get some oxygen?
You're so close now.
Looks like it's
all in the left side.
See you soon.
Tom, good to see you're awake. Do you feel up to answering some questions for me?
Go on.
First, do you remember what happened to you what would be 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago?
Yes. You've been in a coma up until yesterday evening.
I was robbed.
Unfortunately so. Needless to say, the police were called. One of them was caught. One's still missing.
Bastard.
You were struck on the head by one of them, causing a brain hemorrhage. We were able to control the bleeding with surgery, and currently you're on the path for a full recovery from that event. Do you remember the cancer you're diagnosed with?
Yeah. Glioblastoma multiforme. A brain tumour.
After the surgery, it appears that this trauma to your head has caused your brain tumour to get worse, spreading further through your brain. Unfortunately, it's now reached the point of being inoperable.
How long?
Well, before this event we estimated around 8 months. Now we're looking at around 3 to 4.
Right.
We've done everything we can to control your bleed.
When can I leave the hospital?
Well, that really depends on your recovery. I want to keep an eye on you for at least 3 weeks as there's going to be some complications.
No, that's too long.
You will need to engage in rehab for...
I have things to do. With even less time. I have to get out.
You'll need to engage in gait rehabilitation to regain the function of your left leg, Tom. You will not be able to walk very far at the moment.
I see.
I realise this is a lot to take in. Do you want some time alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Just buzz if you need anything more.
On the 30th of September, all theatres across the UK have lit up their building in red lighting. A beautiful moment to remember that theatre was still alive no matter what.
Hello, Thomas. Is this a bad time?
Thomas?
That's your name, isn't it?
Of all the times to start being professional, now isn't the best.
I have some questions I need you to answer.
You're on duty.
On duty, yes. We caught one of the muggers. Well, I say caught. She gave herself up. She said she was the one who called an ambulance. We haven't been able to get out of her who the second one was.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, can you give any description of her? Height? Size? Any discernible features?
Had something covering her face. Taller than the other one. That's all I can remember.
Right. Now, could you fill out this report so we can document your
No.
answer? Thomas, you'll need to fill out...
I really can't remember anything significant. I would tell you if I did.
Right. I want to let you know we are doing all we can to try and find this other individual. We can put you in contact with any form of support or lawyer if you
do all
want.
that.
Right. Well. Now that's done, I can stop being professional. What the fuck have you been doing?
I haven't done anything. You think I baited them to my house?
I wouldn't put it past you.
Absolutely not. I was robbed. Hit me in the fucking head.
Christ. That wouldn't be good for your... you know...
I have 3 to 4 months left to live. Majority of one of those months being spent here regaining the ability to walk.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
I better get that footage for you.
Yeah.
I need to be off, but I'll come see you later. Footage will take quite a few weeks, but not as long as last time. You know this. I'll see you later.
Come tomorrow.
I'll have to do it officially. It won't be casual.
Fine.
See you then.
flowers and candles have been placed outside the church in the southern French city where 3 people were stabbed to death.
Hey,
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
rude. Who were you expecting?
Just the police. Been harassing me for the past few days.
They're trying to help. Don't be so cold.
Oh, I try.
No, you don't.
Well...
I've been trying to find out what happened to you.
Quite simple, really. I was robbed in my own home. One of them hit me over the head with a crowbar.
Oh, shit. Do you remember anything from when it happened?
Not really. It's all quite hazy.
Do you think that's made things worse? Up there?
I know it has.
How do you mean?
The doctor came in a few days ago, told me it's spread across my brain. 3 to 4 months, at best.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Linda, I'm scared. I know I joke and I make fun of the situation, but I'm really, really scared. 8 months wasn't enough. 4 terrifies me. But sometimes, when I'm lying here, I realise that I have nothing to be scared about. My brother and mum are dead. Dad doesn't even know I'm in hospital, and I've isolated so much of myself that there's no one who'll miss me when I'm gone. The only thing I have left is to find out what happened to Daniel, and even then I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
I know that you're scared. And you know that if I could take your cancer away, then in a second I would. But you're not ever alone, I promise. You have a family around you. Think, for me, who do you turn to? Because you do, Thomas. You do, even if you don't realise it. You have people. Chris, he's old enough to be your dad and you like him. And, well, Joe, you're like a brother to her. And you have me, whatever you want me to be.
Grandma?
Oh, fuck off. Oh.
You are right, though. As usual. It's just so hard. I don't know how to push forwards. There's nothing to push forwards to.
I know it is, but you've just got to keep going, though, for Daniel.
Yeah. Can you hold my hand for a bit?
Of course.
It took only a week for him to get sick of being in hospital. I'm surprised if it took him that long, if I'm honest. He did minimal rehab for walking, and as soon as he could walk as far as the revolving doors, he left. Aw, he looks hilarious wobbling around with that stick. I shouldn't make fun of him. He's having a rough time. I sometimes feel like I should have been there, especially for the cancer. I could have kept his spirits up. Then again, I suppose I've given him something to do. I know for a fact he would have spiraled if he didn't have so much drive to solve. I had my reasons. Ones he'll find. I hope.
No. No, 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 no. No!
Tom was just about to close for the night. I heard what happened and you were in the hospital and... What's wrong? Why are you looking so... I'll get you a drink. What's going on?
Everything I've worked on. All the information I collected about Daniel. It's gone.
What do you mean, what's gone on?
I had a case with everything I knew about his death in it. And I've just found that case burning in the middle of the street. A year. Everything I'd found out in a year. My last year. I hadn't even gone through it all yet.
Christ. Do you know who did it?
If I had to guess, the same person who was robbing me.
Why would anybody do something like that?
I don't fucking know. And there's no way I can collect all of that again. 3 months. I've had 3 fucking months, and they, whoever they are, they've stolen it. They've ripped it out from under me.
Can you remember what you've already gone through?
Not enough. My memory's deteriorating. I'm struggling to find a reason to keep living, Chris.
Hang on.
I just don't want to be here anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm so tired.
You can't give up, Tom.
Why the fuck not? All I'm doing is waiting for more shit to happen to me. Nothing ever gets better. All it ever fucking does is get worse.
My wife left me 5 years ago.
What?
My wife. 10 years. She left. I don't know why. She took my children with her. Lucas, he was 9, and Jordan, my daughter, she was only 3. Bit of an accident, really. We hadn't planned her or anything, but I loved her so much. So ferociously, so intensely. I don't think you realise how much you can love someone until you have a child. It's crazy. So for them to just leave, for Liz to just leave and take them, broke my fucking heart in two. I wanted to scream and kick the shit out of everything and everyone, and I wanted to put my fists through walls and pour gasoline over everything and set the house alight, sit and watch everything I'd made of her burn until it was ash. I wanted to stand in the light of our burning house and scream, look at what you did. Look at what you did to us. But mostly I wanted to hug my kids. Just tell them I loved them.
What did you do?
Nothing. Not at first. I moved out of the house. It reminded me too much of her, too much of us. Moved to a much smaller place, further out. Stayed at home. Drank a lot. A lot. Then, inevitably, started on some heavier stuff. I think it's fine when it's just you ruining yourself. Morally, that doesn't sit too badly. But dealing, profiting off it, that's shitty. It's shitty and disgusting and low. And it's what I did for money.
I can't imagine you on drugs.
Me neither. Not anymore. But for a while I was consumed by it. Eventually I ended up in hospital for an overdose. I got out after a while, obviously, and went back to my usual customers, but it wasn't the same. I wanted to vomit. I thought maybe if I could throw up all the guilt that was inside of me, then it would be fine. But I had a lot of fucking guilt. No matter how much I dragged out, there'd always be something there, circling at the bottom of my stomach. I needed a reason to live, right then and there. And if I didn't find one by that sunrise, I was going to commit suicide. I went round the city, round my block, over and over, thinking and thinking until I looked up, and across the road I saw this, the pub. Completely run down, of course, but I don't know, I just thought I could do something good again, be someone people liked again. So I sold off everything I had, illegal and otherwise, went through the motions and eventually got the pub. And I wouldn't say I'm doing too badly. Maybe things are shit. Maybe things have been shit for a while and they just keep getting shitter. It doesn't matter. You still have purpose. You still have drive. You can't give up on Daniel.
Chris, have you seen... Oh, God, finally. I was coming round to yours, but I saw your case burnt and you weren't home. I've been looking for you all night. Who did it?
Probably the last person who robbed me.
Well, let's call the police. Let's get her.
There's no point. Besides, they'll take whatever's left from the fire. Not that there's much.
Well, let's double the effort. We can work it out. Joe, I was speaking to her and She thinks she's got the last pieces that you
There's
need to
no
solve
fucking point, Linda. I was behind my life schedule anyway, before I got put in a fucking hospital. And now this is the final nail in the coffin. My coffin. I have nothing. No purpose anymore. I don't even want to try again. I struggle to fucking walk now. What makes you think I could carry out another year's worth of investigation?
Thomas, you don't have nothing. You have notes elsewhere. They might be useful, and you have me, Joe, you have Chris.
No, I don't. I've done all this on my own and I will stay alone. Just go away, please. I can't be thinking about you right now.
Fine.
Tom walked. He walked and he walked until he was too exhausted to go any further. Angry, frustrated. He'd lost his drive in his short life, so what was the point in carrying it on? He happened to stop at the bridge for about half an hour, gripping the rails so tight his knuckles turned white. And he looked down into the dark water below. He watched it move silently in the night. Closing his eyes, he began leaning, further and further over the edge of the rail. Suddenly, a sharp breath crossed his lungs and he threw himself forward into the dark. But his hands, they stayed locked on the rail. He collided into the metal bar, winding himself and almost tipping over, but his hands kept him on the bridge. They wouldn't let him go. At least not yet. There's something holding him back, something keeping him on the earth. Find it.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I've got your footage. I thought you'd want it now more than ever. Speaking of, I probably have to come round on duty and ask questions about that fire.
Right.
Do you want me to go through it with you again? There's something you'll want to see, I'm sure.
No. Now, can you get out of my house?
Are you okay?
Please, get out of my house.
Tom, are you...
Please, can you get out of my house?
Okay, well, SD is on the table.
You can take it back.
What? What do you mean?
I'll tell you the truth. I'm giving up. I've lost all my information and I do not have the time to get it back. It's over.
What are you talking about? You are so close. This stuff is so fucking hard to get hold of.
Yeah, well, sorry.
How can you give up? You've put everything into this. You have to finish it.
I can't, Joe. I'm going to die soon if you didn't know. Everything I've gathered has been fucking burned and I really just don't want to be here. Or try, or...
I am still a police officer and I can and will detain you if I think your life is in danger. Are you having suicidal thoughts or impulses?
No.
Don't lie to me.
I will not be sectioned. That will really be the last straw.
I will detain you right now if you don't answer my questions.
Okay.
Have you been thinking about it?
Yes.
Because of the fire?
Yes.
Any other reasons?
Yes.
Okay. What else has happened?
I pushed away the closest person to me. Linda. She's been nothing but good and nice and I told her to go.
I see. Why did you push her away?
I was angry and she was being too positive and suggesting all this stuff I couldn't deal with. I snapped.
And this is Linda from a while ago?
Yeah.
Oh, you bloody idiot, Tom. Why would you push someone like that away? You do yourself no
I really don't
favours.
need a lecture. We've already had one this evening.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem you listened to the last one. You have good people around you. Why in fucking hell would you not listen and push them away? No less someone, as you say, is the closest person. Go and talk to her and sort this mess you've made. Right. Now, about Daniel, you have a duty to him. You started this investigation of declaring the police incompetent, which I'm not denying, but you took that on and you will fucking finish it for Daniel, for yourself, and to show up the department. Your dedication has been incredible and you will not pack it all in now. You won't. Dying now is not going to help anyone, is it? You have eternity to be dead, so work now because you have a job to do. Now, do you want this footage or not? If you say no, I will not help you anymore and I'll take you into custody under grounds of suicide prevention.
Do you remember that case we worked on for countless hours, tracking down that arsonist?
Yeah. That's not really relevant, is it?
No, but just good case, that was.
Yeah, it was.
Private and police force working in perfect unison together.
That was the 4th case you weren't allowed anywhere near. It was good though. I remember you technically were the one to get him, as you did tackle him to the ground, but had to wait for me to actually arrest him, so tied him to a lamppost.
Yeah. Well, benefits of being a police officer, you can actually arrest people. I trust you still haven't mentioned that I was in on that case?
Don't be stupid, of course not. I'd rather keep my job. Besides, making that arrest off duty and on my own, while a nightmare for paperwork, did wonders for my career.
You're welcome. Came to me with a lot of cases I wasn't supposed to know about, didn't you?
Yeah, well, sometimes I could use the extra pair of hands. And you always look so bored with what you did.
God, tell me about it. I was expecting undercover drug busts and more action, less paperwork as a private investigator. It was more background checks and family problems, divorce and custody, things like that. Private was a mistake.
That's why I went into the force. Frontline,
Yeah. What was the first case you came to me with?
Oh god, wasn't it that paedophile cyberstalker?
Yeah, that was it.
I was at a dead end and it was Daniel who told me you were one of the best out there. And you were mind-numbingly bored, so... And what, 14 high risk could have got me fired and you arrested cases. Later, here we are.
Here we are indeed. Joe.
Yeah?
I didn't ask at the time, but when you saw Daniel with that man on the CCTV, did you feel upset? Cut by it?
No, not really. It was a long time ago, us. And he broke it off. He said it because he felt different about things and I could tell what he meant,
Yeah. You were nice together.
No. So were you and Linda.
Why didn't you tell me that he was gay?
Well, it's not for me to tell. I knew he wasn't happy about it, tore him to bits, I think. He was conflicted. He did love me, though.
Is that why you're doing all of this?
I think so. I loved him very much.
Yeah.
Well, the footage, then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Good. Right.
Oh, my laptop was stolen by the,
Figured.
Yeah.
I've got mine. This is very interesting, too. It's a definite link to the bank statements.
I see.
Right. So, here on the 1st of July, after Daniel supposedly broken up with his partner, he meets that man there.
Uh-huh.
From around 11, most nights until his disappearance at the same bus stop, he meets his partner.
13th of September. Is this another boyfriend?
I don't think so. They only ever met for a few minutes. In this recording, if you look there, Daniel's handing him something. And I think this happens every time. You can't always see it, but I reckon he always hands him...
Money. Probably some kind of back and forth between them. It would explain where it's all going. I would guess for drugs. The possible dealer too. Fits the profile. Hood up. Didn't come off the bus, so must be local. Meeting his clients. And look there. Shifty.
Definitely one possibility.
Can you get me one more thing, Joe?
I told you I won't be able to get any more CCTV
Daniel's
footage.
forensics. The report. I never got to see them.
Yeah, that's a piece of cake. I can get that to you in 24 hours.
Thanks.
Before I go, 2 things. Are you going to kill yourself?
Not yet.
Tom?
No, I'm not going anywhere for a bit. I do need to finish this.
Right. Good.
And the second?
Yeah, sort this fucking mess you've made with Linda, please.
I will try.
Tom and Linda, my word. That goes back a bit. They started dating just before uni, I think. God, you could have separated them a lot like us when we were kids. They were together for 5 years, I think. It was looking like they were going to settle down together for a while. But a year after they got their degrees, she went to work abroad. It's something she always wanted to do, and Tom refused to let their relationship get in the way of that. They just sort of drifted, as you would. I'm convinced if Tom had more time, they'd be together. Oh, he likes her. You can see he's the only person he tries to be nice to. He wouldn't ever let that go, no matter how long he had left, I can assure you.
Still hobbling amongst the living. What'll it be? Usual? Tom? Are you okay? You've gone white as a sheet. What are you looking at?
Her.
What? Where?
Corner table.
It's quite dark there, I can't really make her out. Why? Do you know her?
She robbed me. She's the one that got away.
Are you sure? I thought she was wearing a thing covering her
No,
face.
she's the same
and
height,
was on the
stance.
run. I don't know, I wouldn't go purely off that. I can't see
I'm
them
going
that
over
lightly.
there.
No! Tom, no, don't.
She burnt my
Don't do
fucking
that, come
files,
on.
Chris.
I'm not seeing them, it's too dark. Are you okay? You don't seem well, mate. Come and sit down.
I can see her outline.
Sit down, you sound paranoid. Please, sit down, have a drink. Thank you. Look, please, just calm down. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a bit. That's it. And open them.
Oh, that's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine in that case. Imagine. Oh, no.
Yeah, of course. Wait.
Can you turn the lights up? Where she sat?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Away we go.
Would you look at that?
But
Oh, you have consent.
no, I saw.
So, on your
I saw her outline. She was
I
right
just
there.
don't think
No,
there was
but I
anyone
saw
sat
her.
there.
It had to be her.
I don't want to sound insensitive, but maybe it was, you know, your tumour. Maybe something to do with the light and shadow. You
No, that's not it. That can't be it. I would know if it wasn't
you need
real.
to go to the doctor. It really isn't healthy. Don't try and fool yourself. You know you've got something that will affect your mind. Get it checked.
No.
out.
I'm not seeing things. That can't happen.
Don't try to ignore a problem. It'll only get worse. Maybe it's some anxiety over what happened when those bastards came into your house. And then that, with the brain injury, it's probably making a nasty mix.
It is. Oh, honestly.
You might not be wrong. I get symptoms, obviously, but I haven't had anything like that. Nothing with my vision before. I don't want. It can't be getting worse, right? Surely it's as bad as it gets. I can't go to. I can't be hospitalised again. Fucking hell, please, God, no.
Hey, look. It'll be okay. It might have just been a trick of the light. Or a one-off. Just go ask a doctor if it's a thing under your circumstances. See what happens from there. Just calm down. You can stay here for a while, but go home. Get some sleep, then go in the morning.
No, I need to go and walk or something.
Yeah.
I need to think.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Look, just be careful. You come back here if you need to.
Oh, that's so cool.
You're in for once.
Have you got it? Thanks.
No problem. Did you talk to Linda?
I did.
And?
Yeah, it was okay. She wasn't really that upset because, in her words, she knew I'd come to apologise eventually.
She knows you well.
Clearly.
I've got to get back on duty, but I can come and see you later if you need any help.
No. I want to be left alone for a couple of days. Work all this out. Before you go, Joe.
Yeah?
I think... No. I know I saw the bastard who robbed my house. Could you check it out for me?
Oh shit, absolutely. Where did you see her?
Silence King. Chris's place. She should be in a dark corner. No lights on. If she's there. Have you got anything you'll recognise her from?
Her partner in crime gave a name, description. Should recognise them.
Good. Thank you. And take this.
Why will I need your money?
You'll be in a pub. Get a drink on me. Think of it as a thank you.
Oh, how kind. I'll see what I can do tonight. Okay.
All right there, lovely. What can I get you?
Gin and tonic. Is it Chris?
That's me. Coming right up. Enjoy your drink.
Thank you. You alright? Excuse me, you alright?
Yeah? Who are you?
I'm Joe. I was just having a drink. Saw you in the corner on your own. Just wondered if you're okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Can I sit?
If you want.
Thank you. So, what makes you drink in the dark?
Just work and things, you know.
Is work stressful sometimes then?
Yeah,
What do you do?
bit of everything. Building, fixing things, all that. Wouldn't find me behind a desk.
I'm sure. You seem more like someone to make your own way.
Could say that, yeah.
Sorry, I haven't caught your name yet. Rude of me to ask. What is it?
Ellie?
Nice.
So, why are you here in the pub? I haven't seen you here before.
Oh, that's a funny story actually. I was talking to a very good friend of mine. He also comes here quite a lot and he was saying how nice it is. A friendly barman and all that. So I thought I'd come check it out. I like it, honestly. Nice and tucked away. Perfect getaway, wouldn't you agree?
Who's your friend? I've probably seen him.
Oh, you probably know his name. I think you've been acquainted before.
Oh, yeah?
Tom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ellie, you're under arrest for suspected... Shit.
So, Daniel, you meet someone you like. On the 2nd of February, you start meeting them at the bus stop without fail. But then, on the... when was it? The...
16th, Tom.
16th of June. Jesus, dying brain. But all that time, money, constantly coming out of your account. 20, 30, 40 pounds, sometimes more. The whole time you're with this person. By coincidence...
The same prices as?
The same prices as cocaine on the street. You were always so responsible with money. Everything went through your card so you could track your spending until you met him. What did he do?
Oh, come on, Tom. You can see what he did.
He pressured you. You wanted to fit in, didn't you? So you started to do drugs with him. And then, when you stopped seeing each other, the money went up. Trying to fill a void? Or addiction took over? Or both? So you meet this other man, same place. Another boyfriend?
God, no.
Can't be. It has to be your
Dealer.
Of course. And now, with the forensics, I know that it wasn't just cocaine you did. No.
What else?
Heroin. God, you fucking idiot, Daniel. I saw you a few weeks before you disappeared. I should have noticed, but nothing looked wrong. You didn't look like a junkie. Why didn't I notice?
Denial.
When I found you, the test showed you had heroin, cocaine and alcohol in your system, with barely anything left in your account, no partner, no friends. You felt alone, probably majorly depressed. Evicted, maybe? In major debt?
Alright, don't need to rub it in.
So you thought you'd overdose? While you could afford to. You stumbled across the whole city, all the way to the main road, where you eventually collapsed of a heart attack. Where I found you.
You've still got it, haven't you? But there's still one thing, isn't there? Something you so desperately want to know.
Who was dealing to you? I've seen dozens in my job, but no one who's an older...
Think.
Must have gone under the radar.
Think.
He didn't get off a bus, though. Stayed in this end of the city.
Think.
Maybe not in the game for long.
Getting warmer.
Maybe didn't stay in the game long for either.
Warmer.
Inexperienced. The amount he gave you the night you went missing wasn't anywhere near its street value. He didn't know.
You're so close. Now think.
Oh. Someone older. Inexperienced. Your boyfriend introduced you to him. Someone close in the area.
Because that bus stop is so very close too.
The pub. Chris. I've done it. I've solved your case.
Christ, Tom, it's early. You alright?
Yeah.
Your usual?
No thanks.
Oh. Okay. Something you want to talk about?
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
You said you were a dealer at a point in your life.
Oh, regrettably, yes.
Did you ever know the names of your clients?
God. I mean... I suppose I might have at the time. People tended to use nicknames and codes, names for themselves, you know? To make it harder for police, I suppose.
Naturally. Well, I have another for you. Ever met Daniel?
No, don't think I have. Shame, really. Sorry, is there a point for these questions?
Yes, there is. I think you're lying.
Well, how do you mean?
I think you know what I mean. You do know Daniel.
I'm afraid I've never met the man, Tom. Are you alright? Do you want a drink?
Because you had a couple as clients, didn't you? 2 guys, late 20s.
I honestly couldn't say.
One of them was Daniel.
Look, I have no fucking clue what you're on about, mate.
Okay. So this wasn't you? You'd been dealing to him for about, what, 2 months by this point?
Fuck off. Where'd you get that picture?
Oh, I do want to point out, I'm not here to turn you in or to convict you of dealing illegal substances, assisted suicide, despite the fact you should be. I just want my closure. I know this was you. Just say it. That's all I'm asking.
Should I call an ambulance? You really don't look well, mate.
Say it.
You can't even tell that's me. It's one blurry picture, for Christ's sake.
How about these other 7?
I'm not going to admit to something that I didn't fucking do.
Say it, Chris.
Fuck you.
You killed my brother. Say it.
Fuck you, Tom. I never dealt to him. It was his partner. He was a junkie degenerate. He was the one who was using. Daniel always bailed him out of debt with me, and the more Daniel gave him, the more his partner would spend.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me. He was giving money away. Paying you off. How did you keep up the threat? Keep the money rolling in? Had some kind of thugs working for you? I would guess the 2 that robbed me?
Fuck you.
Thought so. My very talented friend in the police got the other one last night, by the way.
Joe.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, very talented woman. Anyway, back onto Daniel and how you killed him. After he and his partner went their separate ways, you still hounded him for money, didn't you?
He had debt. That's the way it works, Tom. You should know that.
So what happened when he ran out of money? Because I know he did.
You know how it works.
You sent those two bastards after him. What was it? Were they going to kill him? Leave him in a ditch somewhere?
How was I to know he'd do it before me? Spent his last 200 quid on substances, then I didn't see him for a while, so I sent a threat. It's not my fault.
Thank you, Chris.
What happens now then? You going to try kill me or something? Revenge plot, is it?
Don't be so dramatic. I have what I want, which is your confession. I now know what happened to my brother.
You think you're so fucking clever, don't you?
Well, yes, I do actually. It's quite the achievement.
You self-righteous... Why would you do this to me?
Why would I do this to you? If my brother never met you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If you never existed, I would still know him.
Jesus Christ. This tumour is a mercy killing.
You can try and insult me, but it won't work. I have what I want. I found out what happened to Daniel. I can die feeling complete. Maybe even happy. I doubt you'll have the same luxury. See you later, Chris.